Yes, that's right. It's Joe here for Joyrider TV. Yes, that's right. I'm alone with the 16 Bad Boy 95 and I can't get it out of the water. The beach is too steep. So we're going to look at some different options for what we can do to get the boat out of the water. So wind assisted, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the main sheet attached. And we're going to use bad seamanship. And I'm actually going to turn the boat downwind with the sails up. I'm going to wait till that wheel of the launching trolley hits the floor. And we're certainly getting pushed. Yeah, okay, that didn't go so well. All right, let's try it again. This time I've taken the main sheet off the boom. So here we go. Yeah, we can turn downwind much easier there. And now we've got the wind blowing on the sails. Second thing we can do here is rather than try and come straight up the beach, we're actually coming up diagonally, and that makes the beach less steep. All right, here we go. Just trying to work out which hull is the better one to grab. Okay, so we made it. Wind assisted, really bad seamanship, but when in a situation where we can't do it on our own, let's get the wind to help. When we get to the alternative site, we don't want to have to walk all the way back here to get the launching trolley. So what we can do is we can actually take the trolley with us, just putting it between the bows, as you can see. All right, you can see that with this big wheeled launching trolley on the Hobie 16 specifically, those wheels catch in the water all the time. So you really wouldn't want to be going very far like this. Okay, so we've reached our alternative landing destination up towards the western side of Vasiliki Beach. There is a bit of sandy beach which doesn't shelve quite as steeply as it does at Wild Wind Beach in the centre. I think the rudders should kick up fairly soon. Yep, there we go, 1 and 2. And here we go, we're just going to drive it up the beach. Okay, beach landing, very nice. And now with the wind blowing on here, going to take off the main sheet, and then we're just going to turn her into the wind. Good seamanship. Just pulling the boat far enough up the beach to make sure it's not going to float off while we check out what it's going to be like. Yes, that's right, we're going up the beach to see how it's going to be for the rest of the recovery from this location. Now we can see a wooden ramp going up onto the promenade. Very nice. Does the wooden ramp look strong enough to take the weight? Yeah, easy. And then we've got the promenade itself. looks like a pretty good choice. What I'm looking for here is overhead power lines and overhead obstructions. I know that the actual promenade is going to be good for wheeling the boat. Too easy? Yeah, I think so. Let's go for something a little bit more challenging, shall we? Off we go. She wants to go. All right, we've gone for the zero rudders launch. Okay, I think we could put them down now. Gosh, those wheels are really dragging through the water now. Which one's that? So what we're doing is we're coming into Vasiliki Harbour, the new marina. We're going to temporarily tie up to this pontoon, drop the mainsail, and then sail in on the jib. Here we are. So scooching forwards on the bow. Just going to take a turn around the bridle wire and then let that drop back. Okay, now we're going to drop the mainsail. What I like to do is rather than taking the shackle off when my hands are already busy, is to put the main halyard through the wire, then cleat him off, then undo that shackle there. Rolling the sail up. Okay, and that'll do nicely. Okay, now the reason we've dropped the mainsail already is because we're going into a slipway which is very tight, so there wouldn't actually be enough room to turn the boat head to wind, and then we'll be able to just let the jib off, let the jib fly effectively, and the boat will stop. This is the theory. Lifting one rudder. Still kind of need this other one. There we go. Got it mostly up, that'll be enough. It's just the timed run to the bow. All right, I think the time is now. And, all right, we made it. So I'm just going to lift the front of the boat up here, just so it rests on the slipway. Okay, now we can take our trolley. Here we go. got a lot of sea urchins down here. I think I was quite lucky to avoid them, although I think the Zero Shoes Aqua Pro X have got sea urchin resistant soles, which unique selling point. Okay, now the concern again is overhead power lines. So yes, we are going to have to drop the mast. Okay, so I've tied a piece of rope that's actually the jib sheets to the jib halyard. This is going to help us to drop the mast solo. Why are we dropping the mast? Because there are, I believe, 2 power lines that we have to go under, and we would not be able to do this with the mast up. Okay, so just pulling the tension on here like it was actually the jib halyard, and that means I can take off the forestay. We're going to go for the reverse pile driver technique. This is 100% commitment, by the way. All right, so taking the weight of the mast, releasing the halyard, I'm then going to bring it back a little bit, and then we're going to take the mast out of the mast foot, trying to keep it fairly upright. And there we go, that does require a bit of power, that one. And then from there, as we get more towards the balance point of the mast, it gets a bit easier. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Just a bit of tidying up to do, and we can wheel it back to Wildwind Beach. Thanks for coming along. Hope this was entertaining and somewhat informative. See you soon with some more.